All right, good to see everybody. Big day for gopher-football today in the state of Minnesota with all of our guys at NFL Pro Day today. Record number of guys out here. And the fun thing about being a head coach is you get a chance to see these guys from the high school development getting here, telling you that they want to play in the National Football League, have a chance to play in the National Football League. And you look at a guy like Nick Callerup, who came in almost like 200 pounds, and now he's 270 pounds. And when you talk about a real developmental program, that's what we're talking about on and off the field. And he's a great example of that. But proud of all the guys, being able to watch them live out their dream today. That's why you coach. You know, take guys from where they are to where they want to be, and there's a lot of people involved in the process. The people in the bleachers, their mom and dad and brother and sister and aunt and uncle, and their coaches who all got them to this stage. And then obviously when you get to college, all the people involved in our organization doing the same thing. So it takes a village, it takes a lot of people, and just proud of all their performances today, as a lot of you got a chance to go to witness. So really proud of them. It's one of those proud days, you know. And I think there's a lot of days that you don't have a lot of these days where you're sitting there and you're standing back and watching them, and you're like a proud father. You're just watching your kids do something that they've dreamed of doing, and you smile and watch them say, okay, we've done our job up to this point, and you kind of push the ducklings into the water, and now they go out and live their life on their own, and it's really exciting. So really proud of them. They've done a great job. So we'll have some questions.
Coach, what's one of the more memorable things a parent has said to you about just getting their kid to this point and having an audition like this?
I think it's just, you know, I was just over there talking to Ethan Robinson's dad, and, you know, we didn't have Ethan very long, but, you know, he said, you were right. It's exactly what you said it was. I think that's the best compliment you can get. I think we lay out a plan academically, athletically, socially, and spiritually. This is how our program is ran. It's not for everybody. I don't want it to be for everybody. That's not intended to be for everybody. But if it's for you, this will take you from where you are to where you say you want to be. And the opportunity to grow and the opportunity for your dream to come true will happen. But you have to do X, Y, and Z for that to happen, and you're going to be held accountable here. And you know, his dad is a man of integrity, and said the same thing. Just that's the best compliment, that it's exactly what you said it was. And I think that as a program, you take that personal.
PJ, I know you have 17 guys, and you probably talk up all 17 of them. Were there any 2 or 3 that had more buzz or did something that stood out a little bit more above and beyond?
Well, I think I already mentioned Nick Callerup. You know, I think there are so many coaches here. I think 73 NFL personnel. I mean, that's a lot of people with eyes on you. Guys like Jack Henderson. I think he opened a lot of eyes. And you talk about the dedication and sacrifice he made for the last 8 and 9 weeks. And staying true to that, and you can see his physique and what he looks like. I think he really helped himself. Marcus Major, I think, helped himself as well. And, you know, the usual suspects with Ariante and Cody and, you know, and Daniel and Max Brosmer. But you're starting to look at some of those other guys and the Coopers of the world. I think they really helped themselves today. And, you know, everybody knows about the Jaws and everybody, but it's the opportunity for the other guys to get in front of the scouts that might not have been invited to the combine, but this is their combine. So I thought they opened a lot of eyes, and I don't think there was anybody who quote-unquote underperformed. You know, I think they all overperformed and did a tremendous job.
PJ, this is the first time we've got you since Corey left for Miami.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that weekend, and then what went into the decision to elevate Danny to defensive player?
Yeah, what I remember from that weekend, it went fast, like every weekend. It goes really, really quick. I was really happy for Corey. Those are always hard conversations, because just like these players, you want them to get to where they want to be. And this is something Corey wanted to do. It was important to him. It was something that he dreamed of, listening to him. Like, why do you want to do this? What are the reasons? This is something he always dreamed of being at that place, and why hold him back from that? You know, first of all, I don't think you can hold him back from that. But it was really exciting to see how excited he was about going there. And as a coach, I think you've learned that over time, that it's okay. I've told you this before. I mean, I'm good with my coaches leaving. I want them to go do what they want to do. If you go to a rival, I think that's a little tough. I'm not saying I encourage that piece, but other than that, like, you want them to go where they want to go. And Corey gave a lot to this program in a short year, but he set the tone for, I think, what Danny's going to do. Danny was an easy decision. You can tell I did not take long to hire Danny Collins. That was easy. He's been with me going on 13 years. I trust him wholeheartedly. He's probably been able to call the defense for the last 5 or 6 years. He's done it in scrimmages. He's done it in practice. He's done it in a lot of different ways. And maybe it's the best situation for us, and time will tell as you keep going forward, but I have confidence that it will, just based on he's been around every coordinator we've had within this system, and he's got to be able to put all those pieces together from all the coordinators he was with and put it together into Danny Collins' Havoc defense. And that's what's going to be exciting about. He's had a name for it. He's ready to go with it. This wasn't something that he was surprised about. He's been preparing his entire life for this opportunity. I actually complimented him from the staff yesterday of how much he's grown in front of the team. And when you look at the command he has and the confidence he has in front of our defense and the confidence back, it's really untouchable. I mean, that's really cool to see this short into his tenure. But that was really an easy decision. That wasn't very hard. You know how much I love to promote from within our program. I think that's why we get a lot of really good young coaches, because they come here knowing that whatever they want to be and wherever they want to go, they'll be elevated from within. And I think that helps with the cultural sustainability for our players, which I think is really important. Coaches leave players' lives in and out. I think it's a lot easier and healthier when you can promote from within. Doesn't mean it happens all the time, but when you can do it, I think it helps the culture.
One more for Coach.
Subtext of Ariante being the first-round lineman taking a long time here. What does that mean for him? What feedback are you getting on him from teams, and what's it mean for the program to have that if it happens?
Yeah, the feedback's been great. I think he's had a lot of opportunities to show people, not only on the field, but off the field in the interview process. And I don't mean to speak for him, but for all of you, I think every one of you have enjoyed his interviews. Anytime he gets in front of a mic, I think you can see Ariante's personality, and I think that's one of his strongest suits. Is he's a real person and a real human being. He's got great character, but he's also got this really, he's got great sense of humor, and you get around him, and he's a lot of fun. But I think it's not just the offensive lineman, but if you look back before we got here, it was, I think, 14 or 15 straight years of no linemen drafted here. And now you look at where we're at, we've had 5 straight years with a first or second round pick in the program. There's going to be another one this year. And the guys on the side that are watching, they're already saying, well, I'm going to be the next one. You guys saw all that sign in the weight room of, the 5 straight years of the first and second round pick. Yesterday in the weight room and today in the weight room, that's all they're talking about. I'm going to be the next one. You just got to put my picture a little bit further down here because it might be a freshman. But that's what you want inside the walls. And you want that competitive drive to be what these guys are. This is a very different pro day than when we first got here. I think there were 2 NFL scouts, maybe, somewhere around that, maybe 1 CFL guy. And now there's over 73 NFL personnel here, from head coaches to GMs to position coaches to scouts to national scouts. And that's a compliment to our players, our culture, our administration, and the University of Minnesota. But more importantly, the players. It's all about them. So I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the coverage you give us. Sorry for the only 3 questions. Paul's in charge. My answers are a little long, but we got our spring ball coming up, so I'm going to see a lot of you here very soon. We can't wait to get started. We start tomorrow. Doing it a little bit differently as we do every year, so excited for our spring ball and excited for you to get around the 2025 team. It's an exciting team, and can't wait to start talking about them with you. So, row the boat, Scotty Mile, go Gophers. Thanks for being here.